Hey, what's up, everybody? This is WFSO movie review. I know I think it's been a while since we did one. I did Son Blue. I think it was like a week or two ago. So, I better go see Mercy. It's like a movie that's kind of like Mixer, Minority Report. If y'all saw that movie with Tom Cruise, like with like somewhat of a twist. So Chris Pratt plays the guy ironically is named Chris. So he's ended up getting arrested with this mercy corp. I forgot what they call it, but it's like something that him and some other like officers like created. Just to they can get like just be the like had the AI be like the judge, jury, and executioner, and the foot is now on the other side, and he's trying to figure out his own case that because he's been framed for for murdering his wife. So I'm not gonna go in like too detail of it, but because if I explained it more, it ended up being spoilers and stuff like that, which I'm not gonna do. But like I said, it's an interesting concept. If they can't plead their case within like 90 minutes, if they still found themselves guilty, they executed. Excuse me, right there. But yeah, a lot of a little bit of surprises and stuff like that. So I guess you missed that on certain movies, and it's glad there's certain ones that still keeping that around. So ain't nothing wrong with that. So although like I said, there's a lot to say without me like trying to say it. So I'm just going to try to like at least cut it a little bit short, so I won't like spoil anything. But yeah, I wasn't sure what I was going to think about this movie coming in and see if I would like it or not. But saw like the trailer, I wanted to see it, and because it was either that or Anaconda, but Anaconda wasn't going to show till later on, so I chose that. And yeah, it did. For his pre-release party, they always do that for theaters on a Thursday. So some people wanted to go see it. That was sitting, and yeah. So rating and grading. Oh, excuse me. I think I would rate it from 1 to 10. 10 being good and one being bad. I think I'm gonna rate it a 9, 9.5. Um, Although it was kind of like fast paced, and I think that's just a little bit of my problem was that it was a little bit more like fast paced. But normally I'd be into like movies that's going like fast paced, and I'd be like all for it. But I guess it was like out of the norm for me and something like to get used to. But like I said, the movie was great. Like I said, a 9 could have been 10, but it's just some things it took me like a while to catch up on in my mind. So, well, then how my mind works. Struggling from being mentally ill. The grade I would have to give it a minus. Just kind of that same reason. So A minus for the grade and rating it 9 out of 10. So yeah, I know we're gonna do another one. We're gonna see the 28 years later Bone Collector. So me and the missus are gonna see that this weekend, and we'll give our opinions about that movie, and go from there. If you guys are watching it through TikTok, hey, please follow us on TikTok. Well, my personal Facebook page, and comment below what you think about the movie if you saw it or not. But yeah, because it officially is supposed to be released, today. Well, it's announced the 23rd. So sorry, get that out. Check out the website wrestling.weebly.com. Updated events like for on the Midwest, wrestling wise, videos like this and all other stuff. So sometime tomorrow, beforehand, I will try to like update it, which I know it does need some updating. Also thank our sponsors, uh, Midwest Wrestling Collectibles, and also thank Grace Sports Cards And plus, we're a proud sponsor of Maddie's Mary, so check out maddiesmary.org. If you want to help the cause, like dealing with, stillbirth and pregnancy and infancy loss, pregnancy and infant loss, sorry. Um, and they do have a QR code if you want to just like donate $1 or whatever the case may be. Like everything helps. So you get a chance, check out the QR code, maddiesmary.org. Go from there. Also, thanks to also a proud sponsor of Slam and Championship Wrestling, which they do have a show in February 21st. In Waukesha, so it's right before Bruce City Wrestling's show. Sadly for that, but hopefully if we get more information, we'll post it up. But anyway, guys, like I said, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. Try and get to 1,000 subscribers, and when we do that, we will start doing giveaways like we will do giveaways on TikTok. So anyway, guys, man up, woman up, face up. Until the next video, you guys have a good one, and check your mental health.